But I want to stress again, this has been an awful procedure. The gentleman from Kentucky is right. We have debated the whole government, fundamental issues that go far beyond budgetary issues, in 3.5 days. We will have debated fundamental issues in 10 minutes. This is openness. This is a travesty of the democratic process. So, Mr. Speaker, because I have been given a chance to explain why I think this is a terrible process, why I am going to say now, I don't expect the Senate to accept this. We will have to come back and do it again. There'll have to be, I assume, a short-term extension. I want to give notice now to all parties. I will object strenuously at every procedural opportunity to any effort to repeat this travesty. So, in respect to the ranking member and to the minority whip and the minority leader and to others and to people who work so hard and to the poor, long-suffering staff, yes, I will remove my reservation and I will not object, having made it clear, once the Senate gives this awful product an appropriate burial, I will not be a party to its resuscitation. Mr. Speaker, I remove my reservation.
What purpose is gentleman from Kentucky rise?
Mr. Speaker,
Texas.
I ask unanimous consent to proceed out of order for 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, I reserve the right to object.
This is the gentleman from Texas.
Was reserving the right to object because
recognized.
Just sit here and listen after having spent 4 years dealing with the most closed Congress.
Gentlemen would suspend. House is not in order. Would everybody take your conversations off the floor, please? Gentlemen may resume.
Having spent the last 4 years dealing with the most closed Congress, the last Congress, in fact, with more closed rules than any Congress in American history, and then to be lectured about what is a travesty is a travesty. That's the real travesty. That many closed rules, and you come down here and want to tell us what is awful? Try standing here for the last 4 years and dealing with closed rule, no amendments. We're not going to let you represent your people because we're going to cram everything down. That's a travesty. I will not yield. I'll listen to you. Let's get on with a democratic process because that's what it is when you get to hear from both sides. We heard from one side. We heard travesty several times. And now we'll get back with the democratic process. And with that, I withdraw my reservation.
The gentleman withdraws.